Supporters on both sides of the abortion debate calling for local lawmakers to act. It comes after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade Friday.
The ruling clears the way for abortion bans in roughly half of the states here in the United States. We know at least 10 have effectively banned abortion since the ruling on Friday. And in all, 26 states have laws indicating they could outlaw or set extreme limits on abortions. In fact, later today, a Leon County judge will hear arguments on whether to block Florida's 15-week abortion ban. That law is scheduled to take effect on Friday, but the judge could issue a temporary injunction stopping it. The law will make it illegal for a doctor to perform an abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Currently, abortions are allowed until 24 weeks.
Governor DeSantis issued a statement last Friday saying he will continue to defend the 15-week ban. He says he will work to expand pro-life protections and will stand for life by promoting adoption, foster care, and child welfare. A new poll from NPR shows that the majority of people disagree with the court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
At the same time, the majority also oppose expanding the high court. News4Jax reporter Ashley Harding joins us live this morning. Ashley, the results are also largely split depending on your party.
They certainly are. Over 900 people took this survey, and the results show about 9 out of every 10 Democrats are against overturning Roe, but on the Republican side, 3/4 support that decision. Since Friday's historic decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, abortion rights opponents and supporters have taken to the streets in celebration and protest. As the decision continues to spur widespread debate, NPR's newest poll of 941 people surveyed show 56% respondents oppose the court's decision to overturn Roe, with 40% in support and 4% did not share an opinion. 45% of those who did reply said they strongly oppose the ruling. In wake of comments made by Justice Clarence Thomas, the poll results show some are concerned more impacts are on the way. Respondents by a 56% to 41% margin fear that overturning Roe will lead to reconsideration of rulings that protect contraception, same-sex relationships, and same-sex marriage. When it came to the idea of expanding the Supreme Court, only a third of the respondents said they were in favor. 54% said they oppose. With voting, 78% of Democrats indicated the Supreme Court's decision makes them more likely to vote this fall. That's 24% higher than Republicans. Now, this survey also addressed the court itself. Following the ruling, 58% of those polled said they have little to no confidence in the Supreme Court. Reporting live, Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.